SNN, the Suncoast News Network, your local news leader.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on the Headline Edition. I'm Eric Wilson. Now before we get to your Suncoast stories, a quick look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Mosley.
All right, thanks, Eric. We have a beautiful night out there, and can you feel the difference? It's much cooler. Readings are in the 60s right now, and the humidity levels are very low. And with the breeze around, you may need a light jacket out there for this evening. We have 69 in Bradenton, 65 degrees in Lakewood Ranch. Doesn't sound all that cool, but again, when you factor in the breeze and the dry air, it does feel a little bit cooler out there. 70 in Venice, and I mentioned the wind is from the north and northwest, 5-10 miles an hour, maybe up to about 15. So a gentle breeze, a little stronger down in Punta Gorda at 13 miles an hour right now. Our humidity levels, notice we're in the comfortable category. Dew points will stay in the 50s, dropping into the 40s as we head through the day tomorrow. So that's very dry, comfortable air despite readings back into the 80s for tomorrow afternoon. A lot of sunshine. You can see all the big thunderstorms over South Florida moving away from them, and they need to dry out with all of the wet weather that we saw the past several days there in South Florida. Future track confirms lots of sun, a beautiful Tuesday. Here we go to Wednesday, a few clouds coming in from the Gulf, but notice we don't see areas of green, so they're not going to produce any rain across the viewing area. Coming up, we'll look at the 7-day forecast and see if this nice weather is going to stick around.
We begin tonight with a Sarasota woman has a very rare disorder that affects 1 in 20,000 people. SNN's Brianna Boskert shares her story to kick off Porphyria Awareness Week.
The abdominal pain it's like lightning. It just rips through you. You feel like you're getting stabbed in the stomach.
Sarasota resident Nicole Castellano began feeling debilitating symptoms in her early 20s.
Extreme weakness. I was in a wheelchair for a very long time, and actually a doctor had told my mom and I, you just have to accept. And he told my mom, you have to accept your daughter's going to be like this for the rest of her life.
She began a 12-year journey of countless doctor appointments to try and find answers.
I had 9 abdominal surgeries looking for things, including a hysterectomy that I didn't need.
Finally, a doctor decided to test her for a very rare disorder, acute intermittent porphyria. It's a genetic disorder where toxic porphyrins accumulate in the body. She began infusion treatments right away.
This medicine is called Panhematin, and it saved my life. It saved so many people's lives.
Nicole then took up the challenge of running a marathon, and she did it to raise money for others with her disease.
Some people would reach out to me and say, you've given me a lot of hope that that you were in a wheelchair and now you're running, and it gives me hope that I'm going to change, be okay.
Nicole now works for the American Porphyria Foundation, using her experience to help others.
Talk to patients that they're crying, I'm not going to get my treatment. I'm like, I've been there, we'll figure it out. We're going to help you figure it out. And we just keep fighting until we do.
The average time it takes to diagnose porphyria is 15 years. One of the foundation's goals is to cut down that time.
We're just educating primary care physicians, because that's usually the first place that people go before they go to a specialist. And if they can think to test for it, we can catch it sooner and not have this huge delay in diagnosis.
Not every day is perfect, but Nicole is proof that with proper diagnosis and treatment, things will get better. Reporting in Sarasota County, Brianna Boskert, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Thank you, Brianna. If you would like to learn more about Porphyria, you can find out how you can get involved by going to our website, snntv.com. Here at SNN, we are officially dog people. So with that in mind, if you are looking to add a pup to your family, we have an event you need to be part of. SNN's Alex Vaughn has the details.
Pups and Pints brings together beer, live music, and furry friends. Things get rolling at 5 p.m. this coming Thursday at the Mellow Mushroom on South Trail, south of Clark Road. Pups and Pints will raise money and awareness for the Humane Society of Sarasota County. Mellow Mushrooms owner Karen Atwood expects to host and, yes, adopt 20 dogs.
It'll be indoors and outdoors, so come join us. Bring your pup, and maybe if you're in the market for a new pup, be open to that, and hopefully we'll get some dogs adopted.
Motorworks Brewing Company is partnering with Mellow Mushroom for this event.
We have all sorts of different beers. We have a lot of microbrews. We have a lot of local stuff as well. And right now we have the adoptable lager on, where all the $1 from every beer sold goes to the Humane Society.
The live music performer will be Brittany Zeff. Mike and Barbara Gleason, customers, say the food is fantastic.
And they run a really good deal here on the weekdays. You can get a slice of pizza and a drink and a salad, or your choice of whatever you want, but you can buy it by the slice during the week, which is really great. It's a great deal. And the food is excellent.
Yeah, it's our favorite pizza.
If you bring your dog, you will have to keep them outside with the vendors and live music. Reporting in Sarasota, Alex Vaughn, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
The event, once again, located at Mellow Mushroom, 6727 South Tamiami Trail. That is this Thursday, April 20th. Riddle me this. Why were 200 women riding bicycles Sunday through Lakewood Ranch? SNN's Sydney Rell explains.
Here in Lakewood Ranch, the Village Idiots Club is hosting their 10th annual Women on Wheels bike ride event. Proceeds from the event go towards a Sarasota-based charity that combats human trafficking.
The Women on Wheels event is a great way for women to empower women and help fundraise. So last year raised $10,000 to help our cause, which as a nonprofit is in great need. So we appreciate it.
It's a feel-good event that we do get something good, give back to our community. But we wanted to do a ride that was unique. And we saw a need, and we energized ladies to work out and train for this, and it just turned out to be a great event.
The goal of the event is to give back to the community and raise awareness to drivers about being cautious when passing cyclists on the road. After a traumatic cycling experience, American ultra cyclist Amanda Coker says attending the Women on Wheels event meant so much to her.
Back in 2011, my father and I were in a very bad car accident where a car struck us while we were riding our bikes going over 55 miles an hour, and I thought I could never ride my bike again.
She finally got back into riding in 2015 and began breaking records. Coker has broken a total of 17 world records.
People would just come out from all over the world and just tell me how much I inspired them.
The ride had 2 different routes, and participants could choose to ride 20, 40, or 62 miles. In Manatee County, I'm Sydney Rell, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Thank you, Sydney. Riders came from all over the state and the country to attend. When we return on the SNN Headline Edition, there's a gas shortage in Florida. I'll explain when we get back.